Sri Matre Namaha, Sri Rama Raksha, Sarva Jagat Raksha. Before getting into the topic, please like, share, and subscribe to us so you motivate us in bringing out the sacred content to you all. I'm offering a paid consultation or guidance service through email. If you want to avail it, you can mail me at vibeharites@gmail.com. This is the second part 2 of Lakshmi Narayan series. I have already made a introductory part, background story of Lakshmi Narayan series. Definitely do listen to that, because that is not just a background story, that is the information of how your ascension journey goes. Okay, that will give you so many clues about your own ascension journey. So definitely do listen to that one. I've already made one video on Sapta Shanivara Vratam. If you are interested, you can start this Vratam, because the Shravana Masa is coming and it is very auspicious time to do this Sapta Shanivara Vratam. This can help you a lot in removing your problems, in doing your karma cleansing and manifesting things, whatever you want in your life, or if you want a spiritual progression, if you want a material progression. So this vratam is a very beautiful vratam. The entire information about that vratam I have given in my Sapta Shanivara Vratam video, which you can do during any time period, but because it's Shravana Masa, in our locally Shravana Masa, we dedicate that completely to Venkateshwara Swami, and we consider it very auspicious. We dedicate that to Lakshmi and Narayan. So that is the reason why, if you want to do this Vratam, listen to that and be prepared with everything you need, so that you can start this Vratam immediately during the Shravana Masa month. I have myself done this Sapta Shanivara Vratam. That was a very beautiful experience. So after I finished my entire Sapta Shanivara Vratam, the next year I've recorded the Sapta Shanivara Vratam series. So I waited for 1 year after my entire experience. Then only I recorded this video on Sapta Shanivara Vratam. So if you want to consider it, if you want to do it, you can definitely do it during this Shravana Masa, because it is a very auspicious time to start something like this. Okay, and then now we come to the story of Lakshmi Narayan. Now the Vaikunt Narayan. We are going to discuss about the Vaikunt Narayan and Vaikunt Lakshmi. Okay, so before the Vaikunt Lakshmi, there is another form of Lakshmi, and in this entire series of Lakshmi Narayan, I'll definitely help you. I'll try my best to introduce to different forms of Lakshmis and Narayans. Okay, here in this series. Okay, definitely. So do watch this, do listen to this entire series. So if you are somebody who feels very much connected to Lakshmi Narayan, so don't miss this series. It will give you so much of information, which I myself understood from my own ascension journey. So now the Vaikunt Narayan and Lakshmi means what picture will come to your mind. There is one Adishesha, on that the Narayan is sleeping, and goddess Mahalakshmi, she is pressing the feet of the Narayan. Okay, this is the image you will get, right? So goddess Lakshmi is serving Narayan, and then Narayan is on the Adishesha, and they are in the Shira Sakra. So this image you will definitely get to your mind whenever you try to imagine the Vaikuntha Narayan. So in the movies also, we have seen in so many places in the Shira Sagara, there is a water, and there is Vaikuntha, then there is Adishesha, and there is Lakshmi who is serving Narayan, all these things, right? So now, during this time, at that point of time, there is a Bhikkhu Maharshi who is played very important role. He's like a angry rishi who is well known for his anger, and what he did is he went to all the Trimurtis, Tridevs. Okay, so that to understand who can actually respectfully serve him, who can respectfully welcome the rishi, who is more concerned about the Atiti Maryada, the serving the way of serving the guest. Okay, all these things. So he went to Brahma. There he cannot he did not have any he gave curse to Brahma, and then he went. You already know all the stories, so I'm not touching all the things which you already know. I am more interested in talking about the things which are which people don't know. Okay, so I myself consider all the things, which common things, very boring. Okay, so I always want to know something which other people don't know. So I always want to connect directly with divine. I don't want to listen to the same old stories again and again. Okay, so that's the reason why I don't even feel like talking about the same old stories again and again. If somebody is saying the same old stories again and again, I feel like, oh, why am I listening? I have to listen. Oh, unnecessarily I have to be patient to listen to all those boring stories. Okay, so that's the reason why I don't want to discuss about all the common points. So now he went to the Shiva also, he gave curse, and then Shiva became Lingam, and then he came to Narayan. Here, when the Narayan, he came to Narayan, he already understood what Bhrigu Maharshi is up to. So what he did is, he nicely, he did the Atiti Maryada, and Bhrigu Maharshi had a eye on his leg, okay, feet, okay, underneath his feet. So by serving him, he pressed that feet, okay, because he was full of rishis and all the, even the bigger saints, okay, even the bigger saints, sometimes what will happen is they have to gain control over the Harshad Vargas, okay. Harshad Vargas, I guess I'm hoping that you all know, Kam, Krodh, Moha, Lobh, all these things, okay, they have to gain control over all these things. So if they don't gain control over all these things, then there will be some kind of imbalance which will be happening. So Bhrigu Maharshi also, and this is for humans, not for rishis, okay. And this is the main point which I have to tell you, because many people think, okay, this is the angry rishi, this is the angry rishi, this is that rishi, this is this rishi. They can easily judge the rishis also, even gods also, okay. The human, they are not perfect, they are only imperfect, but they are very nicely, they are judging gods also nowadays. So it feels very pity to see, to witness all that. But yeah, what to do? Okay, so we can't do anything. We just can control whatever which is happening. We can just balance ourselves, and we can be a role model to other people. We cannot force anybody to be in a particular way. So this is like, all the Arshad Vargas are for humans, not for rishis. If the rishi is getting anger, if the divine energies are getting angry, even they have some reason behind that anger also. The more and more you become divine, the more and more you become divine being, the more and more you will understand yourself, the more and more you are in the awakening journey, you will understand that you, even whatever the things which are imbalance which is happening within your own life, that is also serving a purpose. It's not like, oh, why you one time you are imbalanced with, oh, why this happened, shit, all the ascension journey has gone waste. No, okay, I just saw 717. So no, it doesn't work that way. So and this is for advanced level, not just one time, this is the first year of your ascension journey and you're saying, okay, I'm imbalanced and this is happening for a reason. No, that is all, it doesn't work that way. When you reach to a certain stage, then only you have to consider this. Otherwise you have to work on your Arshad Vargas. You have to do your inner work. Your shadow work is not complete, your inner work is not complete. That is the reason why you're being imbalanced. So at the later stages, when you're in the advanced stages for your ascension journey, what will happen is, and you will know the difference, okay, you will know the difference, either that imbalance is because you have not completed your inner work, or that is imbalance is because for certain reason, okay. You will understand it, definitely you will understand, you will be able to differentiate it also, because it's my personal experience. Okay, you will be able to differentiate it, because whatever the thing which is happening, that will also have a reason, and that reason will also be very important. That reason will also serve something, okay, something good only. Also, this rishi, he has got angry, so his anger also gave reason for Narayan to become Venkateshwara Swami. Such a beautiful reason, right? So if he did not get angry, then how come the Venkateshwara Swami will be able to manifest on the earth? Just think about it one time. So because divine already have a plan, he will utilize the vessel for his plan, and that because of the because Bhrigu Rishi got angry, he got a chance to manifest on the earth as a Venkateshwara Swami. If he did not get anger, then how he will be in the Vaikuntha only, he will be in the Vaikuntha Narayan only, and it will be very difficult for us to reach to him. Okay, so Lord Venkateshwara Swami is Sakshat Vaikuntha Narayan only. Okay, I'll tell you, when I complete this series, you will understand most of the things about the Venkateshwara Swami. Okay, don't worry. And if you are having any questions, you can ask me in the comment section below. So now he got anger, and he pressed the, he bursted the eye, which was the eye is also like a ego. It is representing ego, that is ego and pride and anger, all this arshad vargas, which are that so I is what I can give you truth also, I can give you illusion also. So during that, Bhigu Rishi was in the Maya illusion and Maya. During that time, he was being playing a part of that Maya. It's not a like that Maya is for our purpose only. It's not like a some he is in the Maya and he have to get out of, no, that not that Maya. That Maya was also a part of serving a purpose only. So then when Vishnu busted Narayan busted his eye, which was beneath his leg, then Mahalakshmi got angry. Oh wow, what you have done? She got very much angry. Oh, what you have done? It is your heart, it's my place, and he is stabbing you with his leg on your heart, and you did not say him anything. How can you do like that? And this is very disrespectful for me. Now I am leaving the Vaikunta. You do whatever you want. Like that, she got angry. But what Narayan is like, he, besides Lakshmi, he also gives importance to all his bhaktas. Okay, because he's a cosmic father. He have to take care of his partner also, and he have to take care of all his children also. Like he is the father. He's the father figure. He's the cosmic father. He have to take care of all his children also. He cannot just say that, okay, Lakshmi, I will only give importance to you. No, he will give importance. Wife is wife only, and children are children only. Then wife's place is wife place only, children's place is children's place only. So when Lakshmi Devi got angry, Mahalakshmi got angry, then she decided, okay, now I am leaving. You do whatever you want. Then he was like, oh my god, now I played the Maya part, now I am doing my Leela, but then now I am unable to bear the separation of Lakshmi. I am getting tears, what to do? Okay, now Narayan is in that situation. He knows that he is playing a divine Leela, he is playing he have to come down as a Venkateshwara Swami. But then the separation with Lakshmi, he cannot bear that. He was literally like very hurtful. He was like very sad. Okay, even the Mahalakshmi, goddess Mahalakshmi, also very sad. But then women power, then women's independence and women's respect, self-respect, self-love, all these things goddess Lakshmi is teaching us, goddess Mahalakshmi is teaching us. No matter, even if it's God, even if he is her divine husband, but then she cannot compromise on her self-respect. That is what she is teaching us. Goddess Mahalakshmi is telling us to stand on our own feet and never compromise on your self-respect. Okay, that is what she is teaching everybody. Okay, as a mother. Okay, divine mother. So you have to learn. The goddess Mahalakshmi is like best embodiment for like self-respect and independence and self-love. Really, I love her so much. So she teaches all these things, and then she comes down. Okay, when she comes down, and now there is a two separate stories which are going on with goddess Mahalakshmi and Narayan. Okay, so now Narayan, he waited, like he's like a crying, and entire Vaikunta is like all the glory, everybody like getting very hurt. All the Garuda is also crying, Adishesha is also crying, Narayan is also crying, all the people in the Vaikunta, they are all crying. I mean, I'm saying people, yeah, but the divine beings in Vaikunta, everybody is crying. Okay, everybody is like they don't know where Mahalakshmi has gone, where they don't know at all. Okay, so here I've told you in the beginning of the story that this is the Vaikuntha Mahalakshmi, but then there is also a form which is like before this. Okay, there is a form, unmanifested Mahalakshmi. So unmanifested Mahalakshmi then came as a Vaikuntha Mahalakshmi, and then because of the self-respect on all these things, okay, because of all these stories, and then she went to that unmanifested form. So because he's Narayan, he is nicely, he can figure out where is Mahalakshmi, but he was unable to figure out where is Mahalakshmi. He is unable to figure out. So what happened here is, again she went back to the unmanifested form. Before the form, she went to formless state. Okay, formless tree. Before, she was formless tree. This is the first formless manifestation, I mean the unmanifested form of that Lakshmi Tattva, who is tree. Okay, that Lakshmi Tattva which is still have not taken form, and when that Lakshmi Tattva, or that unmanifested form in the Brahmanda, in the cosmic world, the cosmic universe, the source consciousness of Mahalakshmi, the source consciousness of Mahalakshmi, when that Mahalakshmi takes a form, because of the lack of words, I'm saying the Mahalakshmi, but I'm very used to using the word Mahalakshmi. That's why you can listen to me saying Mahalakshmi all the time. Please excuse that. But yeah, The unmanifested form of Mahalakshmi, the Adi Lakshmi, you can say, that unmanifested form of Adi Lakshmi, then she took a form and then she is staying with Vaikuntha Narayan, and then because of all these stories, that Adi Lakshmi, which is there, who will reside in the Vaikuntha. Be Make sure you listen to this again and again, because you should never have any confusion after you listen to my videos. Okay, this channel and this videos are all about giving you clarity. Okay, that is the main motto. So now this unmanifested Mahalakshmi, she came to Vaikuntha. She is being with Narayan, and then when they got separated, and when she lacked, when she understood that, okay, all these things are happening, I have to have my self respect. I have a lot of self respect. I cannot stay with this man now. He is not keeping me in his heart and all these things. She got a little angry, and then she went back to the unmanifested form, before the formless state. Okay, remember this formless state. I'll talk about this formless state again. Now this, I'm not allowed to talk about this formless state, because it's not like I'm not allowed, but it's very difficult to put it in words. Okay, um when I went to Tirupati trip, I in my own ascension journey after so many years, it's difficult to put it in words, but I'm trying to find words for it. Like I told you, the entire journey of mine, I was understanding the different forms of Lakshmi Narayan and different stories of Venkateshwara and Lakshmi Devi. But in this time, when I went to the trip, I experienced the formless states of Lakshmi Narayan. So that's how it all clicked. The entire story did fit in place very perfectly. So out of my own experience, I'll say most of the stories, not just like I'm randomly and picking up something, some others work. No, my own experience, I always talk from my own experiences. Okay, sometimes I observe others also. What all I observed in the hologram, that will also I will talk, but most of the times, most of the deep secrets and deep knowledge about the divine, most of these things I talk from my own experiences. So when I in my entire journey, I experienced different forms and I was understanding different forms. But when this time, when I went, finally, when you complete all these forms, then comes a formless state. Okay, Mahashunya state. I will talk about the Mahashunya state also, which I've experienced, and I mean, there is a lot to talk about that. Maybe after some years, because right now I'm still like, this is like my starting phase of these states, and before the shunya states come, you will experience a lot of void states. Okay, that is also shunya, but that is like a tiny shunyas. Okay, I have recorded a series of videos in void state. So if you want to know more about the void states, you can listen to my void state videos. I have recorded I think two void state videos. The other also minor void state videos I have experienced, but I did not get the calling of recording that. I have recorded some important void states. I think two of them I have recorded, because in that I have a lot of things to say. Other things, like they are like a very minor. I did not feel like get a calling to record about other void states, so I did not record. So, but they are like there will be a shunya states in between your own ascension journey. Like, see, when I'm thinking about the shunya, also I'm just being very paused and silent. Okay, so I'm taking gaps. So this is what is the shunya states. Here, there's like nothing exists. Okay, so it's like that. So here, I have experienced a lot of void states, but then comes a bigger void state. Bigger void state is like a Mahashunya state, and the Shunya states, all these states. So when you experience this state comes in the end, very end of the ascension journey, after so many lifetimes, after whatnot, after doing a lot of things. I mean, I cannot how much I have to tell. Okay, so I cannot for some of the experiences I don't even have words. Okay, I'm just whatever I'm having words, whatever words are coming up, I'm just recording all those. But most of the things, experiences, I don't even really have words. I have to wait for some more years to accumulate words for what all those experiences, and then I have to talk about that or share about that. So now this void states, yeah, I've told you, right? So when I finished all the forms, then now it's like there is like it's been like a Kamakya Ambubachi Mela also. From that time period only, I was experiencing all these voids, the Shunya states. So this Shunya state is like a zero. You are zero. You are a zero. You will become a complete zero. Zero means what? Nothing. Okay, nothing and also everything. Okay, it's not, zero is not about nothing. It's also about everything. Zero means everything and nothing. All these exist within. There is a potential and also there is no potential. Okay, there is a moment and there is also no moment. So all these things about Mahashunya and this white states, I'll do a separate video, and let me know in the comment section below if you are also experiencing all these things. Okay, so all these things are forms. Okay, all these forms. Now I have recorded Lakshmi Tattva video also. Do listen to that video also. It will give you more clarity. And I have recorded the white state video also. Do listen to those also. It will give you more clarity. So all this was forms. Now after you finish all the forms, then you will go to formless, unmanifested form. Okay, the bija state, the unmanifested form of the divine energy or the source consciousness. You can say the source code, the source consciousness. When you get into that source consciousness, then it will be like unmanifested. You go into the ultimate unmanifested form of whatever which was before the creation kind of thing. Okay, before the creation, whatever was there, that is the source. Now before the creation is there. Now Mahalakshmi went into that unmanifested thing, and then Venkateshwara, Narayan was searching everywhere. He was crying. Okay, and finally he reached the Tirumala hill. So when he reached the Tirumala hill, he got the entire guidance on what to do and what not to do. He got the guidance. In this video, we'll talk about the Narayan, and next one I'll continue the story of Mahalakshmi and all those things. Okay, so he came to the Tirumala hill and all these things, and he came to Tirumala hill searching for Lakshmi, and he went to Kolhapur also. He went to Kolhapur. I will also say that thing. He went to Kolhapur when the unmanifested Lakshmi again. Now see here, there is a two things. There is a Bhrigu Rishi, right? He whatever he did, he also have like some kind of a guilt. Because of me, these both got separated, and because of Bhrigu Rishi, all these things happened, and he gave that sadness or that grief to Narayan. Now Narayan is crying. What to do? And Bhrigu also came back to his own place, and he is also crying. So Lakshmi went into unmanifested state. Now what to do? So he was like asking forgiveness to Mahalakshmi. Somewhere indirectly or directly he did hurt Lakshmi Devi, right? So that's the reason why he was like trying to ask forgiveness to Lakshmi Ma. Please don't do all these things out of ignorance, out of Maya. I did all these things. Please, sorry. He also don't know that he is a part of the play. Okay, Narayana will not say all these things, right? When they are in the character, they are in the character. Okay, Narayan, when he is like ultimate Adipurusha, he knows all the stories, but still when he is in the character, he is in the character. He is the great actor. Okay, all the cinema actors, they are like nothing in front of Narayan. He is like a very brilliant and beautiful, handsome actor. Okay, so when he is also crying, now nothing, he doesn't know what to do. At that time, in the present day Kolhapur will come. Now he is in the Bhrigu ashram, Rishi ashram is there in the Kolhapur, and also there are some places in the US where the Mahalakshmi was there for some time. Okay, unmanifested form of Mahalakshmi. She was observing everything. Now unmanifested form of Mahalakshmi, that is the vibration. That is the spandan energy. That is the vibration, light and sound before the creation, before she takes the form. Now she is in the light and sound form. Okay, in the light and sound form, she is observing everything. Now what everybody is doing. Okay, so I am now. She's Algina, okay. She is like a rude gaya, okay. She's rude gaya. She's Algibayindi, and she is like a little bit angry with Narayan. But in the vibrational state, she is watching. Now what Narayan is doing, he's crying for her, and he is missing her a lot. She's watching that, and because of became the unmanifested form, and all her children are also suffering because they are all missing her. And now Bhrigu Rishi is also like trying to ask forgiveness, and he was like realizing his mistakes, and he was also grieving because Mahalakshmi is cannot be found anywhere. Now Mahalakshmi is unmanifested form of Mahalakshmi is observing everything, all these things. What she did now is, she slowly that vibration, sound and light, the unmanifested formless state started to take forms. Okay, remember this very carefully. Started to take forms. Now this is the same source consciousness. This is the Adi Shakti form of Mahalakshmi. Okay, this Adi Shakti form of Mahalakshmi, which is formless, which is trying to now take forms, now trying to manifest. Now she's coming into manifested forms. Now she observed all these things. So she manifested in some different places. I've told you some US place, somewhere near US also. Okay, there also she manifested. And again, there she has some work. Okay, wherever the divine beings, they have some kind of a thing to do, some kind of work to do, some kind of purpose to do, or some kind of a destruction to do, or some kind of creation to do. They do all this leela. So she already knew what all she have to do after she takes again a form. Okay, new form. She already knew all these things, what all work she have. Actually, the separation is not a separation. That separation is for the purpose. How twin flames are same like that only. There's twin flames. They're like this in the separation period. They do a lot of soul purpose. They do a lot of good work. Same like that. Lakshmi Narayan, we are all taking inspiration from their own story. We are like just copycats of them only. We are not something newly doing something extra, something new. No, it's just what they have done. We are just being their children. We are just copying what they have done. So they are already in the separation phase. They are doing their own work. They are doing their purpose. They are doing their grid work. They are doing their whatever they have to do individually, their individual work, whatever they have to, they are doing. Okay, both of them are doing their individual work. Now Mahalakshmi is because now Bilbo is crying because he's like a very, okay, I am really sorry. I told, I think, stab. I because the pain was so much that to Narayan that he was like I suddenly, when I remembered the name, I told that I stabbed. I told that I Brigu stabbed. Actually, he kicked Narayan on the chest. I'm sorry for that. I apologize that because when he has kicked Narayan, the pain was so much that sometimes we say that something is hurting our heart. How, what will we say, what phrase will we use? Okay, something is stabbing us in a heart, like that. We say that something is giving us a lot of pain. So because he kicked him, the separation of Lakshmi happened, and it was like a pain of something is stabbing in his heart. He felt that much of pain. Now I was trying to tell that, but I used the word like that. So yeah, suddenly when I said Brigo, I realized that I used the word stab instead of kick. Okay, sorry for that. So now when he was like he did mistake, but Adi Shakti is Adi Lakshmi is what? She's like a mother. Mother always forgives our mistakes because she knows we are our children. It's a very like a children. She, because she's our mother and because we're children, she is the one who have to forgive the mistakes. Then otherwise how? She will tease us and also she will forgive the mistakes, and also she will make us realize what all mistakes we have done. Same like that only, because he is also Brigu also like her, like all the people are her children, right? Now she have to give the grace to all the people. So that's the reason why she came to Brigu as Bhargavi. So now the form of Bhargavi starts here. So unmanifested form first. So she went to some place in the US. I told you that, and then now, and this US place, actually I don't know this, but I actually understood this when I was in my own ascension journey. I was receiving some information, and because I received some information, has confirmation, I got a YouTube video, which is the video of Nanduri Srinivas Garu, and in his video I got more clarity about this US concept, because I also was receiving some information, but I was not having the clarity. I was not sure. I told you before that I received certain things as a divine download, but because I don't have any kind of a spiritual background, I don't have any kind of spiritual knowledge before. It's just direct downloads from the divine or direct connection from the divine which I'm receiving. I don't know that whatever I'm receiving was right or wrong. Okay, during that periods of time when I was in my ascension journey. So as a confirmation, I received certain people's videos to make sure that Goddess Mahalakshmi will show me something. For confirmation that whatever I'm thinking is right. So this US concept and story, if you are a Telugu person, you can listen to Nanduri Srinivas videos. His videos are really very amazing. In my own ascension journey, there are so many doubts for me. To some clarifications or confirmations I always get from certain people. So he is one of that channel from which I get the confirmation of certain energies or certain current energies or something which I'm thinking. I get from some confirmation from somebody. Okay, so in that he is also like, you can if you don't understand the language, you can like add subtitles and you can listen to whatever he says about the California US story. That story I have listened from him only, but I also like picked up certain energies of goddess Mahalakshmi. Energy is present in the US. Like her energy is there in the US. That is the reason why US is one of the most developed, advanced, and rich countries. So this I figured out during my college days only, but I was not sure. Okay, as I told you before, I was not sure of anything. I just feel things, like it just comes from my soul. What to do? I'm an old soul, so yeah. So that's what happened, and then she went to Brigu, because the Brigu Maharshi, she went to Brigu Maharshi's ashram, and got Brigu Maharshi also did a lot of tapasya to Mahalakshmi so that he can ask forgiveness. Now he, after doing a lot of tapasya, now here the Narayan, he is crying because in Vaikunta there is no Lakshmi. She saw that, and now Brigu Maharshi is also crying because he want to ask forgiveness. So he is doing sincere penance. And here Narayan, he came to Tirumala Hills, and here in the Tirumala Hills, now he got all the plan, like what to do. He decided to do tapasya for Lakshmi. So somebody in older days, if somebody is cannot be, they cannot find anything, they do tapasya. Okay. We do a lot of tapasya so that we can all we can cleanse our own self, and we can get the clarity, and we can get the information about whatever or we can find the person also, whoever we want to find. Okay, like that. Narayan have decided that he will come to Tirumala Hills. Okay, Venkatadri Hills. It is also called as Venkatadri Hills. This is one form of Narayan. I'm saying you here only. Remember this. Okay. So he came to Venkatadri Hills. Okay, that hill's name, we came to Venkatadri Hills, and that is the reason also why he is Venkata Ishwara. Venkata Ishwara. Ishwara means the one who rules, who is the Ishwar of that Venkata Chalam. That Venkata Chalam hill. Okay, Achalam means hill. Venkata Achalam means the hill where Venkateshwara is residing. So this is one form which the name, how the Venkateshwara, all these things, by they all like Venkateshwara, all these things came. So when he was in the Venkatachalam, he is like doing tapasya. He decided that he will do tapasya. So when he decided that he will do tapasya, what will happen next? Okay, here Venkateshwara is doing tapasya, here Bhrigu Maharshi is doing tapasya, and Mahalakshmi is